We're here today at Machu Picchu, the beautiful, amazing site of the Incas, and we took a little time to just have some moment on the terraces on the side, out of the crowds, and with Huayna Picchu here at our back, the little mountain, the growing mountain she's kind of known as. And just thinking about, as I've been sitting here on the terraces, I've been thinking about the gifts that shamanism has given me. One being that the work is done in a circle versus a hierarchy. So there's some really sweet gifts in working in a circle. The second one, and probably the biggest one that has taken the most personal growth from me, has been this self-referencing and what that means about how I relate to my world. The third one is the aspect or the understanding or perception of animism. And so I'm going to start with that one. So animism is really perceiving the whole world and all of its creation as being alive and having a beingness to it. So all of the trees, the plants, the animals, the insects, the little fairy flies and things that flutter around, all of those having their own spirit, their own nature. And beyond that, even things like stones having their own beingness and their own nature. Weather systems, rivers, the great oceans, everything, all of the creation on earth as having a beingness, and that we are equal with that. They are, all of those other kinds of beingnesses are equal with ours. So it has taken me from thinking of myself as a scientific person who could perceive all of this amazing things that we have produced in the world, human beings. We've produced so many things that other plants and animals haven't. This was the teaching I was raised with. That kind of elevated man above nature and out of nature. And what I think one of the sweetest gifts of shamanism is the sinking back down into nature, recognizing that we are not stronger than anything in nature. Our gifts are no better. Our gifts are of equal value with the ants that are crawling on the ground, with the cloud that just passed by, with everything that is around us, and that we're a part of it, that we're in relationship with it. We're not here to rule it. We're not here to take from it. We're not here to profit from the earth. We're here to be in relationship with, and we're in relationship with everything, including our breath is in relationship ultimately with everything on the planet. The second thing, the self-referencing, that has taken me a little bit of time. And what that refers to is that instead of taking anyone else's word or a book or a prophet and just following what they teach, it means that you have to take each thing that you're thinking, each piece that comes up in your life, each decision, and source for yourself what the truth of it is for you, or in this case, for me. I needed to look at all of my beliefs, sort through them, sift through them, and decide which ones did I really believe, or which ones did I just pick up from somewhere else? Which ones had value and that I would carry on myself because I really believed in them. So self-referencing is an amazing thing because you begin to understand your own truth. And in doing so, by doing that, you begin to understand that everyone has their own truth, a slightly different truth. And so there's a calling inside that says it's important for all of us to be able to share our own truth. And then if I can hold my truth, then I can listen to your truth and not have to agree with it or not have to argue with it. I can simply hold it as that's your truth. And so there becomes a wonderful contentment in being able to do that, a restfulness and much less conflict in the world around you. So that's my second wonderful gift of shamanism. Shamanism tends to work in a circle type of orientation, which is different than a hierarchy. Our Western culture tends to work in a hierarchy. And that means that somebody's at the top, and they're supposed to have all the good ideas, and then everybody else underneath them is just supposed to get it done. And of course, when you have somebody at the top, you also have usually a lot of people at the bottom who are treated poorly, who are not respected for their gifts and their talents. In a circle, it's everybody in the circle it's known by everyone that each person in the circle is of equal value. And that doesn't mean you pick a circle of people who are like yourself. You pick as diverse a circle as you can. And you know that each person in that circle, no matter what their age, no matter what their education, no matter where they were brought up, they are going to have something to contribute to whatever the project is that you're working on. whether that's an intention for some spirit work or whether that's really solving some kind of global problem. There's a vitality in that. And there's some really deep skills that have to be unlearned from hierarchy in order to really sit well in circle with other people and really appreciate their gifts, really appreciate their truth, really sense their humanity and know that we all are human in the circle, that we all are the same, we all have the same shadow aspects, and yet Spirit sings through each one of us differently, and we need all of those voices. We wouldn't work in circle if it wasn't fulfilling and exciting, and if we didn't come up with even better ideas and projects by listening to everyone. We wouldn't do it because we should do it. We do it because it's joyful, because it's fantastic, because it's amazing. So those are my 3 top hits on shamanism for the day.